So it's Monday. I realized that I didn't work much over the weekend, so I didn't schedule my Monday email that I send out every Monday. And so every time I get ready to lock in, hey Renee, every time I get ready to lock in to send my email, I ask myself, like, what did I need this week or today or yesterday, or like what was my biggest aha moment in this past week that I could share with my lovely email list. And I consider my email list like my people, because it's like I talk to you guys, and different than how I talk to my people here on Instagram, it's like my email list is like they chose to be there, and I know they're gonna get the email if they check it, because it's not like an algorithm is gonna like push it aside, even though now email pushes my emails into social spam or whatever. So tangent. But so as I was sinking in, like, okay, when I get home I'm gonna send my email, what is it that I needed to hear this week? And for this week, it's not more of what did I always need to hear. I'm like open to everything, and if you've ever heard, like, the teacher is the biggest student, so everything that I share has come from a place of I needed to hear it at some point. But this week it's been hyper focused on what I've been sharing in my Fox project, because it's been such a freaking blessing to see God move. I literally prayed, I'm not in my car, so I don't have my car holder, but I prayed going into this Fox project round, and I was praying, like, God, like, you send the people and you give me the words. Like, I really am asking him to treat me like one of his ordained ministers and pastors, because I know that my life is not my own. Like, I'm not here because Crystal gets to be the best wife, or she gets to be the best mother, or she gets to grow her business and be successful. I'm not here for any of that. So like so this morning I was listening to one of my like mentors pouring into us and me, and one of the things that she said she does is she co-creates with God, and I'm like, oh, I love that. And I was co-creating with God as I was building this program, because this is my third time doing the program, and the first two, it was kind of dinging my confidence, because I'm like, I know I have so much to offer, and I know that like people need what I'm offering, but I wasn't feeling like I was getting breakthroughs. I wasn't feeling like I was getting people results. And so I really was just praying, like, God, what needs to shift for there to be actual transformation? And that's why my whole intention this whole year is transformation. Like, everything I touch, I want it to be a co-creation with God. I don't want it to just be, ooh, that's a cool idea because that's trending, or ooh, that's a cool idea because I feel like it's a good idea. I want it to be like, okay, God, this is where you want me to go, and these are the people who you want me to touch. So I share that to say that as I've been creating this space for this program, I've been really digging into, like, what is it that needs to take place for us to get results. And so it's really pulled back this thought that I've had in the past of, like, okay, how much content can I give, and how much can I teach, and how much like information, because I am a wealth of knowledge. And so I was just having this conversation with one of the participants in the group, like I know so much because I've studied so much. I've bought so many courses. I've attended so many seminars. I've worked under I'm not going to say so many, but a lot of mentors. Like, I have so much that I know. But 2 years ago, what my mentor told me that really blew my mind, and I just shared this with her. And so I want to just stop really quick and give you a side note, because this is why I went live right now. Like, I was having this conversation with one of the participants, and then I was like, I gotta go live. And the reason why is because we sabotage our growth and our progress for so many reasons. And so I realized I have so much to teach that I get overwhelmed, and I sometimes don't teach anything, like because my mind will be like, ooh, that's a good point, I should share that, I should go live. But then my brain operates and says, well, don't go live because that's really good content, and you should now work with your video team so that they can edit it and it can be cute and it can look like Gary V's, where it has like a went in the wrong lane, sorry, thank you, and you can it can be professional and it can have a cover photo, and like that's how we outthink ourselves. That's how we overthink ourselves out of production, is we think like it has to be a little bit more perfect or it has to be better. And so like, because I'm leveling up this year, I felt like, well, I gotta level up the way I deliver my content. So then I wasn't delivering content when it would fall on my heart. And here I'm praying for God to use me like a minister, but yet I'm not like preaching when it comes on my heart and my soul. And so as I was like sharing this with her, and I realized how much of a life-changing moment it was for me, and I shared it with her, I'm like, I gotta share it here. So what, in 6 months from now, when I get all my ducks in a row, or 2 months from now, or 3 weeks from now, when I'm able to get in front of my video team and have them edited and have a cover, then I'll do this content again. But for right now, somebody needs to hear this, because I'm praying for this. I'm praying for God to download things into me, so that because I know that He's blessed me with the courage to go live and to talk so much and to teach what I learned. A lot of people hoard what they learn. A lot of people are like, well, I don't want to share that because what if someone else get like, whatever the things are, or I don't want to go live because I don't, whatever, like for whatever reason, God has blessed me with the ability to just teach and talk and go and be out there. I want Him to use me whenever I'm out there with content that He wants you guys to hear. So that was my little side note. So as what it was that was life-changing for me was 2 years ago, I was working with my mentor that I work with right now. So I'm working with her. I'm on my 3rd year of working under her. But I was paying for her, I was working with her, I was listening to her content, I was going to her masterminds, but then I wasn't getting results. I wasn't making any money in the business that I was working under her with. I wasn't moving forward. I wasn't feeling like I was growing. I felt like I wasn't getting results. So I started working with another mentor. So I'm paying for one mentor, and then I find like online, finally I'm home so I could chill and just get this thought off, and I can go inside. I have a call in a minute. So I was like, I was paying for one mentor, and then I'm like, I seen this other opportunity to work with another mentor, and I hired her, and like I signed up for one of her programs, and I'm like, this is gonna be it, because I was sold on her, like her pitch and her marketing, that I was gonna get my results, I was gonna learn how to break through, and I was gonna get, now I did learn a lot of things, and I'm glad that I did that. But one of the things that I learned, the biggest thing that I learned from her, that was the pivotal thing that I wanted to give you, was I remember we were on one of our calls, and I was telling her, I'm like, I'm not getting results, and I'm like doing this and I'm doing that. So that's why I joined your program, and I just want you to be like my Captain Save Crystal. And she was like, Crystal, she was like, you have everything you need already. Like, you know enough. She's like, you're very, like, you have, and this was literally when, like, I got off that phone, and then I started my first round of my program. She was like, you keep talking about what you're going to do, but you're not doing it, and all you're doing is you're putting all your time in learning a new course and reading a new book and going to a new conference and doing a new seminar. And she's like, you're not doing anything. She goes, I'm challenging you from this point on not to buy another course, not to attend another conference, not to read another book, not to do another thing when it comes to self-development until you start applying something that you've already learned. And I was like literally that brain blown emoji, that was me. I was like, oh my gosh, like I keep learning, but I'm not doing anything. And then like simultaneously all these different messages, like my pastor preached something about just being in action. And then I remember Gary Vee, he had this live or some piece of content, and he was like, all you guys who are like conference junkies, and you attend all these seminars, and you're working with all these mentors and reading all these books, he's like, you're what did he say? He was basically like, bullshit, like what did he call me and like the people he was talking to? He's like, he basically was like, you're a coward, I think it was. He's like, you're a coward, like you're scared. He's like, you're pouring into learning. I need to organize this, I need to do that, I need to learn this, I need to perfect that, I need to put this together, I need to do that. And he's like, you're a freaking coward. And I was just like, whoa. Like, so between my mentor telling me that and then Gary Vee saying you're a coward, I'm like, I get it. So what my message to you is like, like just like yesterday or the day before, I was going like off, like get over yourself. Like number one, get over yourself, because you're not here. You didn't wake up today to lean into your fears and to be worried about yourself. You didn't wake up today to be worried about what other people think of you. So every moment that you stop living in your power, because what if someone thinks about me, or what if I fail, or what if it's not perfect, you're not showing up for somebody who needs you, because God created every single one of us with our own testimonies, our own gifts, our own talents for us to show up. If you're thinking, I don't want to do this because I'm competing or I'm not as good, you're not in your gift. You're not in your power. God created you for your own unique thing. And if you're not tapping into that and showing up, shame on you, because someone's waiting on you. So that was my message yesterday. Then today, it's like, stop trying to be perfect and trying to learn everything before you start. And I talked about this last week. Like, one thing I hear a lot is, well, I'm just waiting on God. I'm just praying and I'm waiting on God. God can't use you if you don't move. So this morning when I was listening to my mentor, one of the things when she was talking about co-creating with God, one of the things that the guest speaker said was, she said, when you start running into those walls and you're hitting the wall, it doesn't mean give up, like this isn't my path, this isn't what I'm supposed to do. It means pivot a little bit. And she's like, I ask God every single day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do that too. Because I literally so here's the difference. You don't pray and then sit there and wait for God to come and like give you a push. You pray while you're running and walking and crawling and peeling yourself forward and failing forward and hitting walls and overcoming obstacles. You pray, God, remove the obstacles that don't need to be in my way and keep opening the doors that do. And then if you keep running into this wall, then you pivot. You don't quit, you pivot. And you say, okay, that wasn't working. Now what do I try? And you be relentless in the pursuit of whatever that goal is that you set for yourself, but you don't quit in pursuing it. But here's the message that you can't miss. There's no pivoting if you're not started. You have to start moving. You have to go in order for God to say no, shift this way. Or you have to move so God can say hey, while you were moving, did you see that message I sent you? Did you see that person that I sent in your life? Did you see that door that I flew right open for you? But if you're sitting waiting, you will miss the people, you will miss the opportunity, you will miss the door. So stop. My message that I'm this changed my life. It literally was 2 years ago that changed my life, that I said, oh my gosh, apply what you know, even if you don't know very much. And if you're way behind where I was at that moment, where you don't know anything, then start learning. Start surrounding yourself with the people to teach you. God put all of us here so that we can help each other. We're supposed to be learning from each other. And my motto that you'll hear me say all the time is learn something from everybody, even if it's what not to do. So stop being like I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I don't know. I heard this recently, if you're stuck, you're in trouble, because the internet has everything you ever needed to know. Any problem you have right now, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that. Go Google it. There's answers. So if you don't want to go and take it from people who are mentors, those of us who are selling our knowledge, we're doing it because we know that we can get you past from here to there, and you can save you so much time. And I don't like Googling. That's why I pay for mentoring. I hate Google. When I go Google something, I get overwhelmed, and then there's 1,000 options, and I'm not a researcher. There's a lot of people who love research, but be careful, don't research too long, because being a researcher can also be that self-sabotaging tool of I gotta research it first. Well, research forever and you're gonna miss the opportunity, you're gonna miss the door or whatever. But so find your balance between research and just paying someone to teach you what you know. But that's why I pay for mentors, because I'm gonna skip all the Google searches that are gonna overwhelm me, and I'm gonna go straight to the source. And so I find mentors who are doing and having and aligning with what I want. They have the business model I want, or they have the values that I want, or they have the lifestyle that I want. And then I pay them for their knowledge so that I can eliminate the learning curve that I would have had to go through doing it by myself. So get off your butt, get in action. Stop being an excuse maker of I don't have time, I don't have resources, I don't have money, I don't know what to do, and figure it out. And a lot of times figuring it out means getting surrounded with the people who can help you figure it out. So anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. I am committed to overcoming my perfectionism more and more every day so that I don't not have these moments when something comes within me and then I have to wait for it to be a perfect like execution. And so that's all I had for now. I gotta go.